Hey Stacey, how you doing?
Really good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. It's been a few weeks since our last interview.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, no Tom again today. Got out of it again.
I know, he's working late again.
That apprenticeship getting him down a bit. Not too long to go.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, we'll get stuck into it if you like.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the last purpose of the interview was to gather information to compile the report that I've completed here.
Yeah.
So last time we broke down your plans, your goals into short, medium, long-term objectives, and the report actually facilitates this. So it's not a holistic report that's not going to tell you how to spend every single dollar that you own, but it is going to recommend a few strategies and kind of show you a few different products that can facilitate reaching your goals.
Okay.
So we'll kind of get stuck in. So one of the first things was your short-term goals where you like to pay off the amount of debt. So do you actually know how much your credit cards off the top of your head is costing you?
No.
Do you know how much your car loan's costing you?
No.
See, that's the trap. Basically, you guys changed your car loan structure to pay off more of your car loan, and you're only paying the minimum off your debt of your credit card,
Okay.
but your credit card's costing more. So so basically you're paying off something that's costing less. So we've developed a little bit of a strategy to shift your credit card to a 0% interest balance transfer.
Oh, cool.
So we can cut your interest and kind of use that time to get rid of your credit card debt.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to worry. But in under 12 months, there's a little data breakdown here. In under 12 months, you'll be able to eliminate your credit card debt and still stick to your 3 years left that you have on your car loan.
Oh, brilliant.
So you've saved a bit of interest there. The next thing was we wanted to do Tom Super. We had a look at and we gave some recommendations because he was in 3 different super funds.
Oh.
Yeah, so he was in 3 different super funds and they all charge their own administration fees, management fees, and it makes it a bit hard to keep track of. So maybe we looked at in the report consolidating Tom Super.
Yeah.
And changing yours as well because yours was on defensive, whereas with your risk profile that went through last meeting, you guys both kind of identified as growth investors.
Mm-hmm.
So a strategy there to shift it from defensive to growth.
Okay.
The next thing we went through to facilitate your medium, longer term goals was you wanted to purchase a house and you wanted an extensive vacation. One of the ways we were going to do this, I looked at doing is, have you heard of a managed fund before?
No.
So basically, because you guys have only got your shares, you haven't invested in other things. A managed fund is like a fund that you invest in that somebody else, they pool all investors' money, so they give you greater access to more assets.
Okay.
So the different assets classes are cash, bonds, shares, property, and alternative assets. So by even just an initial $20,000 investment, over 5 years, you're looking at about 4.4% return rate per annum.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a little breakdown of it over the years. So it compounds. So while it's not basically a set thing,
Mm-hmm.
how much you're going to earn, it's a historical data of the past trends. So it's a good guideline to illustrate where your funds can grow to in the future.
Okay.
The next thing was insurance. Have you guys ever thought about what would happen if you lost your income?
No.
No? Well, a good way to look at it is basically breaking down the percentage of who earns what in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And you earn more than double than Tom. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. So one of the problems was if you were to lose your income, what would happen?
Mm-hmm.
So we recommended a few different insurance types. So have you ever heard of trauma insurance?
No.
So trauma insurance is something that if you surround a traumatic event, say a cancer or some sort of illness that you don't want to think about, but it'll give you a lump sum payout. And one we suggested, it was about $250,000 worth of cover.
Oh,
So
really?
that'll pay for medical expenses and kind of time off where you're not at work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good to think about, but it's one of those things that it's a safety net. We've also recommended income insurance.
Okay.
That kind of does the same thing, but for a less time frame.
Mm-hmm.
And last thing was we kind of looked at changing your budget and looking at ways that you can kind of cut down change. Here's some of the breakdowns. But I just have to stress that there are going to be disadvantages in the short term with this financial plan because you are going to have to make some savings to cut back, look at changing accommodation.
Yeah.
But it's just to eliminate your debt so we can reach your goals of going overseas and building a house. Like that's something you really want to do.
Yeah.
So by doing that, the short term, you're looking at 1 to 3 years of cutting back. And then after that, all debt's eliminated, then we can go on and meet the rest of your financial needs.
That's amazing.
So your goals will be able to hit. So
Yeah.
the report has the entirety of the breakdown of it. There's graphical data and stuff to show you the exact digits.
Yeah.
So, well, that was basically everything. But that was the big thing. There is going to be a couple of, maybe it's 12 months where it might be, you're not used to the certain lifestyle. But I also made the recommendations quite level so that they're actually not too intense. So you are, because you still want to enjoy the now.
Yeah.
So.
I still get my coffee.
Exactly, you'll still be able to have your coffee. So basically, that concludes it. If you have any other questions, just ask me or just email me. The rest of the report is all dolled up here, and it's just in here. So if you take this and have a read with Tom and go through it all, and then we can discuss. If you have any other questions, just email me. We can go through it again.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for your help.
Oh, it's good to see you again, and
You too.
have a safe drive home.
I will.
Thank you.
Bye.